Hello vintage outboard motor fans, it's T-Mike. I'm out here on Toledo Bend Lake making another video today. Having my coffee with my T-Mike vintage outboard mug. You can get one right down in the link below. Today's video is going to be on electric choke repair made easy. That's right, electric choke repair made easy, step by step, by T-Mike. So we're going to talk about electric choke, how it works, what the basics are. Then we're going to talk about how to test it, and then actually how to repair it. I have one that's bad here for Geno, and we're going to repair it. So if everybody's ready, here we go. Okay, so here's a mail-in repair job I did for Geno. I have it a previous video on the rebuild of the carburetor. He also asked me to check the electric choke on it. So I thought it'd be a good time to talk about electric chokes and how they work and how to test them and how to repair them. But I still gotta have my coffee. Okay, so electric chokes. Electric chokes are only equipped on the 18 horsepowers and larger on Johnson Evinrudes. So here's the choke butterfly, all right, and here's the manual choke knob to operate that butterfly. All right, what this does is this butterfly closed blocks the input of air, so the vacuum caused by the cylinders will suck more gas and less air. When you unchoke it, the air mixture comes in with the gas and it runs. So that choke is used to start a cold motor. And normally you would pull out the choke with this knob. Well, in the wisdom of American ingenuity, they decided to add a solenoid right here, wired to a switch, either on the transom of your boat or on the electric start of the remote control. And this solenoid, when 12 volts hits this solenoid, this relay pulls, and this arm does the same thing as this choke knob. This arm closes the butterfly for choking. So this solenoid does all that with 12 volts. 12 volts applied right here, and the ground is supplied by this carburetor being connected to the motor. So I know for a fact that this solenoid is bad because I tested it. So I ordered on eBay a replacement solenoid, and I tested it, and I know it's good. So now we're going to move into the next part of the video that shows you how to test them to verify if they're good or not. I'm going to bring a battery, 12 volt battery, and place it right here, and with some jumper wires I'll show you how to test them. Here we go. Alright, I got my setup right here. I got my 12 volt battery. I got the positive lead fused, and here's the negative lead. I'm going to show you how to test a working one. This is the one I bought on eBay. It works. So I'm just going to touch the ground lead to the body of the solenoid, and I'm going to touch the positive lead to this spade connector right here, and it's going to operate. See it operating? That's a good one. Solenoid pulls, operates the choke lever. Here is the solenoid on Geno's. I'm going to touch the body to ground and touch the battery to this lead. Nothing. This solenoid is bad, and that's how you test one. You just supply the ground side of the battery to the housing, touch your 12 volt lead to here, make sure it's fused, touch your 12 volt lead to here, and it ought to pull. So now I'm going to take Geno's bad one off, put the good one on, and test it with it on here so we can see that it works before I ship it. Here we go with that. Okay, I got Geno's electric choke replaced. I'll just put the test on it. I'm gonna touch it to ground and put this power right here. It works. It operates the choke. Well, that's it. That's a step-by-step on how a choke works, how to test it, and how to replace it on a carburetor on a vintage outboard motor. Hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. See you next time. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed making it. If you did, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button and catch all my videos. You know, my passion are these vintage outboard motors. Johnson and Evinrude, 1950s, 60s, and 70s, 3 horsepower to 18 horsepower. I think I have all the videos, over 500 videos, on everything you need to know to repair, service, and restore your vintage outboard motors. I have all the parts, all the videos, and all the parts manuals for you to do that. I love what I do. The best way to reach me is on my website, tmikevintageoutboards.com. You go to that website, I have links for everything you need. I have links for all the parts you need. If you don't know the parts you need, there's a link called the Parts Broker where you can fill out the form and submit it to me, and I'll find your part for you. All right. I also have a link for a mail-in repair service where you can ship me your carburetor, your gear case, or your magneto. I'll repair it, video it, put it on YouTube, and ship it back to you. I also have a link for technical consulting. If you have a question, just fill out the link. There's a donation page if you want to help pay T-Mike, and I'll answer your question and get back to you. That's the best way to reach me, is on my website, tmikevintageoutboards.com. I love what I do. It's been a great ride. And remember, always remember, and never forget, here at T-Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time.